Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertip like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's you heard, we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab, pay what it call for the tab, extra with the bag, young Crystal King, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great, I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake, I got extras on the plate, I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New York Jets and the Dallas Cowboys. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Hall again on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Rodgers now to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
44 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down. Ball again.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On play action. Now Rodgers.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Uzomah. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. run with Hall. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Prescott. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Cowboys at 9-4 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Yeah, he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. To throw is Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
7-7, our score after one. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on his team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
69 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated.
He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting his inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense, because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much since. Here's Pollard again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 26 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Morrow, and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they interplay here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Pollard going to try the right side. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
But that's one of those, Charles, when it works, it looks amazing, and when it doesn't, it means trouble.
Yeah, you're right about that one, partner, because that allows us to say, what are you thinking when it doesn't work? Although I know in his mind when he made the call, he was thinking about the amazing part. But in this case, I think the defense, they caught on to this fairly quickly, and they were able to force the incomplete pass.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Give to Hall running right. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. The final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing, Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Ball again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Hall. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. On the counter, it's Hall. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Wilson's got it complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back to the ground with Hall. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Oh, he fakes a spike.
Could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone. But, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do is trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for...
And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44. So they try to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. On first down, right back to Hall. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
132 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Pollard will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are on time now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all to score as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now a deep ball there on on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Jets on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, Rodgers. And able to find Alan Lazard. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I'm going to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion. But you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down to move it closer. Now Pollard, and they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Marr able to put this one through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one that has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Take it in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Rodgers. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys to scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 21st touchdown of the season. Lamar now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. 223 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Throwing here, Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Run for Pollard. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Jets have recovered.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
One final try now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Dallas, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.
boys and girls, I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss, take off the weird jewelry. I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off them fabricated streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo, take off the Sandro Pay, 5-day stay, take a $250,000, hella final. Take off the far flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad, take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack, take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care, take off the gossip, take off the new logic that if I'm rich, I'm rare, take off the should know, take off the doje, take off the Birkin bag, take all that designer off and what do you have? You ugly, you out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they coming up for us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage, the market is crashing, the industry wants.